lies where soda cans stood. Mountains made of books, it's a cardboard wood. Strategy of giants on a scale so flee. We topple empires with a cup of tea. Wargamen in miniature, no war too small. Battles on the tabletop, we'll conquer all. Heroes made of plastic, armies clash and roar. Wargamen in miniature, let's fight some more. Battlegrounds in living rooms, legends unfold in the chaos of dice. Our stories are told from the rookies of war to generals wise. The fate of tiny worlds lies in our eyes. Snacks to the side and the glue close by. We men, broken warriors, give them one more try. Cavalry rides beneath the lamp's warm light. On this tiny frontier, we rewrite the fight. Wargamen in miniature, no war too small. Battles on the tabletop, we'll conquer all. Heroes made of plastic, armies clash and roar. Wargamen in miniature, let's fight some more. Let's fight some more. Let's fight some more.
Okay, guys, hello. How is everybody doing this evening? We are back in Skyrim, and let me start off again. Hello, my name is Derek, and I am coming back at you with another episode of Skyrim. Last we left off, we were in the inn at Winterhold. Now, we're not going to stay here. We had just finished part of the quest for our Aes Sedai here. I guess, I don't know if she's an Aes Sedai or what, but we also should have Lydia, and we have Uthgerd. That's actually too many followers, in my opinion. I like to...
The mages don't let us go into college. They said it's not safe in there.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. I think 2 followers is usually my go-to party.
Aster says his paused because the college makes lots of bad things happen. But the mages...
I'm not listening to the little kid. I thought about going up to the College of Mages and
Sounds tough and unforgiving,
applying for that.
but beautiful too.
Men are strange. I think it has something to do with the hair on their chins.
That was funny. All right, so but we're gonna go do the horn of Jurgen Windcaller. I wanted to do that at the end of the last stream, but I knew it was going to take a lot of time. So what we're going to do is I'm going to fast travel because it's here, I do believe. Morthal. I could take a wagon to Morthal, I think. And then I could just walk over there. I think that's what we're going to do. Where's the wagon? We took the wagon to get here, right? And that's the okay, maybe, I don't know. Alright, because I don't want to start this whole quest line just yet. Now, there is the Shrine of Azura, but I don't want to start that quest line either. So what we'll do is we'll go to the Whiterun stables and then get a wagon to Morthal. That's the plan.
Are there no female dragons? I'm sure they would be more reasonable.
Those who triumph. Maybe I'll do turnips next. Or maybe radishes.
Need a ride? Where do you want to go? Climb and back and we'll be off.
Ah, it's
You ready
good
to
to
go
be
yet?
back in Whiterun.
Nice weather for a ride. Hope it lasts.
Okay, I've got to go through my mods and disable some things that I don't want to affect the game on stream, like flower girls. I have to turn off animations. Don't have to, but I'm going to. And I finally got hide those futile quests to work, and Legends Lost is the one I disabled because I couldn't find the spot for it. I got more HUD to work actually, which is pretty cool. Here it is, sleep in lingerie. I don't want them to change into lingerie accidentally on camera, because I've been noticing that they get nude first and then they put their lingerie on, and if I'm standing looking generally in their general direction, it will basically they'll be naked in front of me just for a second, but you know. Okay, so got rid of that, and everything else should be good, I think. But that more HUD, the more HUD, I can look at something nowadays and it will give me more information. I was wondering, is there a plant I could harvest? Yeah, right here. You can't see it. It's but over there on the right it says unknown, 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 unknown. That's because I don't know. But if it was like wine or something like that, or here, how about this bread? See right there it says restores 2 points of health. That's only if it has a special ability. Okay, those are just placeholders. I don't think they actually are there. But this is cool. Okay, but we're not here to get involved in the Morthal Horn of Jurgen Windcaller. Yeah, we're not here to get involved in their politics. Ladies, I think we might have to get a little wet. Okay, Annie's like with me, but the other two...
Send you to your rest.
Okay, well, I guess they took care of it. I was gonna avoid it. Ustengrav, that's where we're going. Oh, this terrain looks freaking awesome. I really stepped up my game when it came to graphics, landscape mods, weather, and that kind of stuff. I think I picked and chose well.
I'm proud of what we've managed to accomplish.
think there's spiders over in this neck of the woods.
These days, it seems there is dread everywhere, whether it be war or dragon. There you go. Well, that's taken care of. I need to bathe thoroughly to get this stench off me. You'll regret starting this.
Come on!
For Whiterun!
We sure showed them, eh?
I can't believe I was
I guess so.
supposed to be.
Novice necromancer, not carrying anything that's worth a dang. There's another silver helmet. I need silver, the rest of the armor. All right, ladies. I don't think I have any spell books. Oh, I don't think I have any books on me at all to read. Aligning the matrix. For 60 seconds, weapons and armor improving is 20% better. For 60 seconds, items are enchanted 20% stronger. Oh, that's a spell book? There's also a dinner invitation. Guests for dinner. Okay, if I had a book on me, we would be reading it because I like to read a book at the start of every stream, but I don't have a book on me. And I haven't found a use for a shovel.
These thralls of yours are slower than Argonians in a blizzard.
Feel free to grab a pick and help them out. I prefer not to sully myself with manual labor.
There goes another one.
Bah, weak-willed rabble. Even dead, they're almost useless.
Down! That's the last of them.
my finger keeps very sensitive keyboard. It's a nice robes. No, what am I pressing? Wait, there's a book. Okay, now that we've got a couple of books, I think I'm going to read one for the stream, because I read a book at the start of every stream, and since we didn't have a book, this now would be a great time to do that. Let's pull up my inventory. Let's look at the books that I just picked up. Hope of the Whiterun and Song version 6. So I don't think or volume 6. Hope of the Whiterun. Let me see if I've got that book on my list. And if I've already read it or not. There's horror. I don't see hope. Is it the hope? The Hope of the Whiterun. There it is. I'm going to read it, and it hasn't been read before on stream. Okay, I marked it green. I can close that. Let's go ahead and read it. I don't know what it's about or anything, because like I said, I haven't read it. Okay. Book. The Hope of the Whiterun by Turiul Nirith. One of the few magical arts of Sigics of Artaeum have kept to themselves, away from the common spells and schools of the Mages Guild, is the gift of divination. Despite this, or perhaps because of it, omens and prophecies abound in Tamriel. Some of substance, others of pure folly, and still others so ambiguous as to be unverifiable. There are still other prophecies kept secret, from the prophecies of draugr in Elsewhere and the Nerevarren in Morrowind, to the Elder Scrolls themselves. The Nord nobility have a tradition of having omens read for their children. In general, these readings are of the obscure variety. One of my acquaintances told me that her parents were told, for example, that their daughter would have her life rescued by a snake, and so gave her the name Serpentkin in a special ceremony. And this young lady, Arya Valcor Serpentkin, was indeed saved by a snake many years later, when an assassin creeping on her stepped on a dawnsworm viper. Occasionally, omens seem to be almost purposefully misleading, as if Boethia had crafted them as traps. I recall one particularly. Many years ago, a male child was born into House Whiterun. It was a very difficult birth, and the mother was delirious and near death by the time it was over. She chanted just as her son came into the world. and she passed from it. Fortune has smiled this day, not frowned. My child will be mighty in the mind and in arm. He shall bring hope to House Whiterun. Neither spell nor blade shall hurt the man, nor illness nor poison cause any harm. His blood shall never drop on the ground. The boy, named Andis, was indeed extraordinary. He never was ill and never suffered so much as a scratch, although all through his childhood. He was also quite intelligent and strong, which, combined with his invulnerability, caused many to call him, after his mother's omen, the hope of the Whiterun. Of course, anyone who is called the hope of the Whiterun will eventually develop some taint of impertinence, and it wasn't long before he had enemies. His worst enemy was his cousin Athen, who had borne much abuse at the hands of Andis. Primary among the grudges was that Athen had been sent to Rahad to complete his education at Andis's insistence. When Athen returned from Hammerfell, it was because of the death of his father, who had also been a counselor of the house. Athen was old enough to take his seat in the council, but Andis claimed the seat as well, saying that his cousin had been gone too long from Morrowind and didn't understand politics as he did. The majority of the house agreed with Andis, wanting to see the hope of the Whiterun rise quickly. Athen exercised his right to combat his cousin for the seat. No one thought he had any chance of winning, of course, but the battle was scheduled to commence the following morn. Andis whored and dined and drank with the counselors that night, confident that his place in the house was secured, and the hopeful new dawn of House Whiterun was rising. Athen retired to his castle with his friends and his enemies and his servants he had brought from Hammerfell. Athen and his friends were discussing the duel morosely when one of his old teachers, a warrior called Shardy, came into the hall. She had grown quite proud of her student over the years in Hammerfell, proud enough to accompany him across the Empire to his family's lands, and wanted to know why they had so little confidence in his odds in the battle. They explained to her Andis's uncommon blessings and the nature of his mother's omen. If he can't be harmed by disease, poison, magica, and his blood can never be spilled, what hope have I of ever besting him? Cried Athen. Have you remembered nothing I taught you? Replied Shardy. Is there no weapon you can think of that will slay without blood? Are swords and spears and arrows the only items in your arsenal? Athen quickly realized the weapon Shardy was speaking of, but it seemed absurd. Not only absurd, but pathetic and primitive. Still, it was the only hope he had. All that night, Shardy trained him in the art and techniques, showing him the various swings and stances her people had developed in Albion Gora. Counterattacks, feints, and blocks imported from Vokuda. The classic one- and two-handed grips for the most ancient weapon in history. The cousins faced one another the next morning. Is it a pen? The cousins faced one another the next morning. And never have two combatants looked so unevenly matched. Andis's entrance brought a great cheer, for not only was he much beloved by the hope of the whiterun, but as his victory was a foregone conclusion, most wanted to be in good standing with it. His shining mail and blade drew admiration and awe by contrast. Ethan drew a gasp of surprise and only a smattering of polite applause. He appeared costumed and armed like a barbarian, as Shardy had suggested. Ethan allowed Andis to attack first. The hope of the whiterun was eager to finish the battle and take the power he deserved quickly. The blade pushed by Andis's mighty arm, slashing across Ethan's chest, but shallowly, and before it could be counterswung, Ethan knocked it back with his own weapon. When Ethan attacked and wounded Andis, the hope of the whiterun was so surprised by being hurt for the first time in his life, he dropped his sword. The less said about the end of the battle, the better. Suffice it to say that Ethan wielded a simple club, battered Andis to death without spilling a drop of blood. Ethan took his father's seat as counselor, and it was then said that the hope of the omen referred to Ethan, not Andis. After all, had Andis not tried to take the counselor seat away from his cousin, Ethan, being not very ambitious, might have never tried to get it. It can certainly be argued that way, I suppose. Okay. Now, FYI, or I should say, my interpretation of this. Have you ever seen anyone get struck over the head by a club? There is blood. So just because Ethan used a club...
Bandits are cowards.
No joke. But just because Ethan used a club doesn't mean there wasn't going to be blood. So that's an old D&D trope where clerics used maces because they didn't want to draw blood. That's bull. You hit somebody in the leg with a mace, there's going to be blood. All right, ladies. Let's do this thing. I was like, where's the jacket? Oh yeah, I took it. Sorry. What? There's not a path over here? I thought there was a path over here. Wait a second. I'm lost. Oh, there's a path right there. But there's also stairs over here that I didn't bother investigating. See, I don't know if it's worth... Oh, is that value to weight ratio? Is that what the V/W? Because 99 to half a pound would be 198. So it might be, okay, so now I know what that is. Because I didn't know what that was. Oh, it's V to W, what's that? Is that like P in the V? And if you don't know what P in the V is, I'll tell you later. Yeah, somebody's there. But I'm busy looting.
gone bad.
I didn't even have to do anything.
Simply wasn't your day, was it?
Hey, a spell tome. Let's give that to Annie. I'm gonna give her more than this, but... Alright. Wait, how does she have a sword? I thought she was supposed to have a spear.
I do not mind sharing.
She does have a spear, never mind. She doesn't mind sharing, that's good. She has one steel arrow. Oh, she's got some iron arrows. Not that she'll ever use them. She also has an iron mace that she's never going to use. What did I say I was going to give her? Oh, potions. Give her some potions of magicka. I don't think she's wearing heavy armor. I don't have hardly any healing potions. You ain't getting any.
Let's go!
Okay, we're working on it. We're working on it. I'm looting bodies. Specifically the draugr. Because they always carry some septums with them. Because you never know, they might have to. Am I pushing F and R at the same time? Is that what's going on? Okay, I'm getting some healing potions. I'm looking at where it says empty. No. A lot of urns to be searched. Did it say empty? It did. Why did I bother clicking it? I don't think I'm anywhere near leveling up. Yeah, look at my 12 down there at the bottom. Yeah. Oh, spiders. There's an up and there's a down. And there's a whoop. I'm glad there's like light in here. How much they get? 14 armor? I wonder if
What can I do for you?
I wonder if Uthgard.
What do you need to take?
Don't need to really take anything. You got Orcish gauntlets, which is 30 freaking armor. You also have an iron shield and a dwarven sword of ice. I don't think you're ever going to use that. You use a two-handed weapon, I'm going to give you some stamina. A little bit of magic, but you never know.
Please, call upon me if I can be of any service.
Alright, that's what I'm talking about. This is a dead end? Okay. Alright, Lydia. Thank you. That was odd. She didn't back up. She stepped forward. First time I've ever seen that. Not that I've seen very much, but... Here they come.
What was that? Not bad.
Here comes another one.
Victory. For now.
Oh, I was standing right there. Why did he go after me? Yeah, we're not taking every little thing.
It's been my honor to serve you, Thane. Even if I never see Sovngarde.
Where's
I'll
Amy?
have
Oh,
that
there
much.
she is. Hiding in the back. Don't blame her. She's not wearing a whole lot of armor. Wait, what's going on here? Excuse me. pressing R at the same time I'm pressing F.
Flail about, swinging. Weapon as fast as he can. Any fool can die.
Looks like a fire trap. Oh, she pulled her arrows out.
Kill you if I have
I was going to say, stop, I'm going to give you some arrows, because I didn't realize you were actually using them.
Very well.
Here, take some arrows. Okay, you got 11 iron arrows. Take some ancient Nord arrows.
Ready to get back out there?
I have some ebony arrows. Don't know where I got them. What's going on? Wrong button. I could have accidentally drank a potion. There's a door.
What was that?
I thought I would ignite the fire, but I guess not. Much better. Okay.
Don't see that every day.
No, you don't.
What was that?
You're as good as dead.
Oh wait, yeah. Yeah, they're garnet.
Come, coward! Now we fight.
Well done. They never knew what hit them. That's your best, huh?
My sweet, are we still meeting later for combat training?
Lydia. Okay, we gotta get over there somehow. locked up, but actually it's just an animation thing. What am I doing? Oh, it's probably because of this sleeve I got on my finger. I've got a sleeve. So fat finger and buttons. Some creepy music in here.
Very well.
I wonder if she would wear that. I might look for... Well, I'm just going to test this. I'm going to give her a magical robe. I didn't see her put it on, but she can carry it. Okay. You know, all those arrows.
Good.
How come it doesn't say... I already know I need this. Now, oh, these are, there's no fire.
Someone there? That's it! We're pushing them back! Uthgar's having a hard time. Yeah, I did it again, see? Riverwood. I'll guard you with my life.
Lydia, why do you keep saying something? I'm worried we came all this way for nothing. Heading to the exit. All right, before we move on to this next phase of this quest, I'm going to take a short break, maybe 5 minutes, and I'll be right back.
I've been looking for you. Got something I'm supposed to deliver.
Doesn't look like you've been looking for me. It looks like you've been talking about her.
Let's see. Looks like that's it. Got to go.
Where else would I want to be but here?
Letter
my
regarding the Dark
fighting at
One.
your side.
That's Wheel of Time, right? The Dark One? Yeah, this is where we're going to take a break. I'll be back in just a couple of minutes. I have to use the bathroom.
I think I got a clean mug around here somewhere.
Okay, before she walks up on me. I'll be right back. I am back. Almost back. Take one of those. Take one of these. Some heart medicine. That's for my stomach. Okay, let's see what happens next.
You're that visitor been poking around. I'm the innkeeper. It's my business to keep track of strangers. Attic room, eh? Well, we don't have an attic room, but you can have the one on the left. Make yourself at home. So you're the Dragonborn I've been hearing so much about. I think you're looking for this. We need to talk. Follow me.
That's shiny. If that skirt was any shorter, it would be a shirt.
Close the door. Now we can talk. The Greybeards seem to think you're the Dragonborn. I hope they're right.
You're the one who took the horn? She just gave it to me, so of course she is.
Surprised? I guess I'm getting pretty good at my harmless innkeeper act.
What's with the cloak and dagger?
You can't be too careful. Thalmor spies are everywhere.
What do you want with me?
I didn't go to all this trouble on a whim. I needed to make sure it wasn't a Thalmor trap. I am not your enemy. I already gave you the horn. I'm actually trying to help you. I just need you to hear me out.
Go on.
Like I said in my note, I've heard that you might be Dragonborn. I'm part of a group that's been looking for you. Well, someone like you, for a very long time. If you really are Dragonborn, that is. Before I tell you any more, I need to make sure I can trust you.
How do I know I can trust you?
If you don't trust me, you were a fool to walk in here in the first place. I knew the Greybeards would send you there if they thought you were Dragonborn. They're nothing if not predictable. When you showed up here, I knew you were the one the Greybeards sent, and not some Thalmor plant. We remember what most don't, that the Dragonborn is the ultimate dragon slayer. You're the only one that can kill a dragon permanently by devouring its soul. Can you do it? Can you devour a dragon's soul? This is no time to play the reluctant hero. You either are or aren't Dragonborn. But I'll see for myself soon enough. We remember what most don't. You're the only one that can kill a dragon permanently by devouring... Yes, we're very old. But that isn't important right now. What is important is that you might be Dragonborn. Dragons aren't just coming back. They're coming back to life. They weren't gone somewhere for all these years. They were dead, killed off centuries ago by my predecessors. Now something's happening to bring them back to life, and I need you to help me stop it.
Do you know how crazy this sounds?
A few years ago, I said almost the same thing to a colleague of mine. Well, it turned out he was right and I was wrong. I know they are. I visited their ancient burial mounds and found them empty, and I figured out where the next one will come back to life. We're going to go there, and you're going to kill that dragon. If we succeed, I'll tell you anything you want to know. Kynes Grove. There's an ancient dragon burial near there. If we can get there before it happens, maybe we'll learn how to stop it. I need to get into my traveling gear. Give me a minute and I'll be ready.
All right.
That's better. Let's get on the road to Kynes Grove. Orgnar, I'm traveling. Got the info till I get back.
Right. Happy trails.
Kynes Grove is this way. We can travel together or split up and meet there. Your choice. If my analysis is correct, the dragon buried near Kynes Grove will be the next to come back to life.
Right, get walking. I'm supposed to be following you. Or are you supposed to be following me?
I doubt the Thalmor are aware of you yet, so we should be safe from them at least. Watch out! Move!
Victory is the practice. For now.
Was it fast enough? glad she's kind of not
Remember,
rolling.
we're not looking for trouble. We need to get to Kynes Grove as fast as we can. I hope you're Dragonborn, I really do. But we'll find out soon enough.
I guess we will. Where are you going? That's not the way there.
It always seems like coming to my second home whenever I come to Whiterun.
Oh, she's making a turn. Okay. Wrong turn. That's what I thought. He does a little bit of sidetracking.
This is a notorious bandit hideout, but it's also the shortest way to Kynes Grove, so we may have to kill a few bandits. We may both end up dead, but at least it gets me out of Riverwood. I don't really think I'm cut out for the quiet life.
Hold it. This here's a toll road, see? You're gonna have to hand over, say, 200 gold if you want to use our road. You know, now that I think of it, that sounds fair. Just shove off before the others notice.
You better keep moving. Keep a sharp lookout. We can't afford any delays.
Long road.
We'll cross the White River and follow it to Windhelm. Then we can swing south to Kynesgrove.
The ancients built many of the fortresses that dot the landscape of Skyrim.
Keep a sharp lookout. We can't afford any delays. There's an inn at Kynesgrove, the Braidwood. I hear they serve a nice dark ale. Nothing on the Sleeping Giant, of course. I'm glad you were willing to trust me. I know it probably wasn't the best way to introduce myself, but old habits, you know. Remember, we're not looking for trouble. We need to get to Kynes Grove as fast as we can.
Why would anyone want to live in Windhelm?
Not too much farther now. Kynes Grove is just down the road in the southeast. This is Kynes Grove. Not much to look at. The innkeeper ought to be able to tell us if there's any dragon mound nearby.
Is the weather ever nice around here?
Wait, something's
No,
wrong.
you don't want to go up there. A dragon, it's attacking.
Well, I don't know. Not yet. It flew over the town and landed on the old dragon mound. I don't know what it's doing up there, but I'm not waiting around to find out.
Come on, hurry. We might be too late.
What's up in here? He must have fainted.
Look at its eyes.
Look at the size
Look
of
at that
that
big bastard. Keep your head down. Let's see what it does.
She said the same thing I said. It's a big bastard.
Salokunir, Zil Gro Tova Ulsa.
Steady. What's happening? Let's watch and wait. This is worse than I thought.
Alduinturi, o antibogri hasliksenjun kuzik. Salokunir, Kalimir, Forlusai Dovakin, Zuu, Korav Nid Nor Dov to high. You do not even know our tongue, do you? Such arrogance, to dare take for yourself the name of Nova. Salokunir, Kredar Jur.
Hold on. are Dragonborn? I owe you some answers, don't I? Go ahead. Whatever you want to know. Nothing held back. I'm one of the last members of the Blades. A very long time ago, the Blades were dragon slayers, and we served the Dragonborn, the greatest dragon slayer. For the last 200 years since the last Dragonborn Emperor, the Blades have been searching for a purpose. Now that dragons are coming back, our purpose is clear again. We need to stop them. Exactly. Nobody even remembers our name these days. We used to be known across Tamriel as the protectors of the Septim Emperors. Those days are long gone, though. For the last 200 years, we've been searching for the next Dragonborn to guide and guard, as we are sworn to do. But we never found one, until now. Not a damn thing. I was just as surprised as you to find that big black dragon here. Really? Where? Interesting. Same dragon. Damn it, we're blundering around in the dark here. We need to figure out who's behind it all. The first thing we need to do is figure out who's behind the dragons. The Thalmor are our best lead. If they aren't involved, they'll know who is. Nothing solid, yet. But my gut tells me it can't be anybody else. The Empire had captured Ulfric. The war was basically over. And now the dragons are attacking everywhere.
Whoops.
Indiscriminately. Skyrim is weakened. The Empire is weakened. Who else gains from that but the Thalmor? If we could get into the Thalmor embassy, it's the center of their operations in Skyrim. Problem is, that place is locked up tighter than a miser's purse. They could teach me a few things about paranoia. I'm not sure yet. I have a few ideas, but I'll need some time to pull things together. Meet me back in Riverwood. If I'm not back when you get there, wait for me. I shouldn't be long. Keep an eye on the sky. This is only going to get worse.
Look at that sky she's mentioning. Okay, there should be an inn, she said. One with dark mead, she said. Who is this? Davani the Stormweaver. Genma? Okay, these people all have names.
Huh?
Welcome to Kynes Grove. If you want to do business here, you'll have to deal with me. If it's malachite you're... So it seems the milk drinkers were right. That dragon was nearly the death of us. All we can do now is rebuilt. So it seems the milk drinkers were right. That dragon was nearly the death of us.
Are you not an inn?
If you bring mead, you're welcome here. Even if you don't, you're still welcome. Yes, I've wandered a bit, but I always come back to Kyne's Grove. My clan was one of the first to settle here. Legend says that my forefather Lena discovered the mines after he stumbled into a dark cave to relieve himself. Too much mead. Of course, there's another story of Lena losing the family shield in a different cave. So it depends on who you believe. According to my grandfather, at least, he swore that version of the legend was true. Even found the cave old Lena stumbled into. Hey, if you find it, I could show you some of the clan's favorite fighting moves. They're all shield techniques.
Okay.
Hopefully that story about Lena's shield is true.
How do you get a room?
Poor Rogie. If you're feeling charitable, buy the North. Sure thing. It's yours for a day. I'll show you to your room. Right
There
this
we go.
way.
There we go. She was having a nice dinner and I interrupted her.
Let me know if there's anything else you need.
Alright, it's a double bed. Nice long evening of sleep.
I'd rather be somewhere else.
I agree. Let's go.
Another corpse for the final.
This
I
land's
see you,
tough and
Dragonborn.
unforgiving.
May you find shade this day.
An outsider? No reason to stop in Kynesgrove. Keep moving.
What is wrong with her face?
Nosy one, huh? I was a mage back in Morrowind. I lend my talents to the mines here, helping them keep the tunnels safe. By Azura, it gets hot in there. I use frost salts for a potion to keep the heat bearable, but I'm out. If you want to go to the trouble, feel free. I suppose I could offer you a bit of free alteration training when you get back. All right then.
I just picked up 2 quests in Kynesgrove. Who would have thought? Return the horn, okay. Meet with Delphine, okay. Those are the only 2 quest markers? Oh, what's this? Find the ancestral shield. Do it. Let's help this guy out. There was a road. Okay. Buck, buck, buck. Excuse me. Sounds like a very deep dwarven city or something. I'm not sure if I want to get started into something like that, but
Stendar's mercy be upon you, for the vigil has none to spare.
oh, okay.
Stendar's mercy be upon you, for the vigil has none to spare. Inevitable truth of life.
Yeah, I was supposed to pick up 10 bear pelts for somebody in Iverstead. That was actually my second. I put the other bear pelt back at home.
That's the last of them.
hideout for bandits, or worse. I'll try and...
Okay. We're here looking for a shield.
Mara is the handmaiden of Kine, the goddess of the storm and the mother of men.
Oh, here they come.
What was that?
I do not mind sharing.
Got a scratchy throat.
Good.
course.
What can I help you with today? Of course. Please, call upon me if I can be of any service.
See anything useful? Oh.
I am Lua Alskaven. Who are you to disrupt my work? Begone, or I will add you to my army of the dead.
Someone there?
Huh?
Is someone there?
Rise from your graves to defeat this worm.
That's how it's done.
Getting dangerously close to maxing out my weight.
Taken care of.
Where else would I want to be? Fighting on the side.
Okay, there's 4 spinners.
Huh?
Ah, there's one. There's a snake. Dolphin, snake, bird.
shall have vengeance for the death of my husband. Rise!
That's taken care of.
Hey, I got 2100. That's a big jump. I had like 600 when I started. Okay, I've got a key. I don't remember what that key is for. How do we get up there? Aha! Oh, I hit 40. Can't smith yet.
chance.
I could not raise him, but I will raise an army to avenge his defilement.
I didn't need it, I just thought it would activate that pedestal. I wonder if this goes up, if there's a door inside of it. Or am I just missing something?
They burned his body before I could raise him. It should have been returned to me.
You will not stop me from killing those who wage this pointless war.
Is someone there? Get her! Victory. For now.
Thank you for releasing us from her spell. Now we can rest in peace once again. Come, Fury, my love.
take this with our gratitude.
I am devoted to you, my Thane. How can I serve you, my Thane? Let's get going then.
Still never found a shield. got the shield. And a little bit of the frost salt. I don't know how much I need. Requires a key. Thought I had the key. I'll look around just to see if I didn't miss something.
Inquisitive minds.
See an opening. key. Yay! Looks like I can return both of these.
I visited the meaderies of Riften once. Working my clan's shield. So Lena really did stumble into that cave and was eaten by monsters. In honor of his memory, let me show you a few shield techniques. And tell me if you're leaving town. Be good to travel again. Well, a lifetime of study, you might say. The best comes from Riften, but I haven't been there in years. Ever tried making your own? It's, not easy, trust me.
I can get him to follow me?
Nope,
we don't need a follower. I'm starting to build up an army. You know what? Found you.
The mine's always on the verge of collapse. Well, well, you actually did what you said you were going to do. I'm impressed. Here, let me teach you a thing or two about alteration magic. It's the least I can do. All right, then.
Okay, we're gonna go home. I'm gonna save and log out. That way we can start from a fresh location with all my books, so I can read a book and maybe do a little crafting or something like that for the next episode.
How is any smith going to compete with Yorland's Greymaiden? After all, Yorland works the Skyforge. My water?
Lydia?
I am your sword and your shield.
Tell you to relax. Annie?
I like this house.
Whoa, whoa,
yes,
whoa.
this will do. Is it
you
not
like it.
allowed? I am sorry. I am not familiar with your customs. It is only natural.
I don't mind, but others may see it differently.
I suppose it is not common in this land.
Okay, she got her clothes back on.
Well met, friend.
That was like a shock. Okay, I want to tell her to relax as well.
Can I help you?
Wait, is it under the you know? It is. Okay, so everyone's relaxing. Wait, you're still following me?
Yes? Let's go!
Can I?
2 a.m.? Okay. And that's where we'll start in the next episode. All right, so let me go ahead and save. And I will go ahead and log out. And I'll catch you in the next one. You guys take care.